Welcome to Boozy Movies, where watching movies and making cocktails is what we do.
I see you two all the time. You're thick as thieves, you are.
If you've been watching us, and judging by the subscriber count, you haven't, you know the drill. We have 2 cocktails for the movie The Shawshank Redemption.
Here you'll receive both.
A quiet banker gets thrown into prison for a crime he didn't commit and decides to make the best of it by becoming everyone's favorite inmate/tax advisor. Along the way, he makes friends, dodges corrupt guards, and quietly cooks up the world's most patient revenge plan.
So our first cocktail for The Shawshank Redemption is called The Prison Break.
It's probably not as bad as you think.
And our second cocktail, based on the little Mexican town, Zihuatanejo.
All right, little fishy, let's head off to prison so we can break out.
Yes, let's make Prison Break.
To make the prison break, we'll need some gin, sweet vermouth, maraschino liqueur, Angostura bitters, orange bitters, and a lemon to peel.
In a mixing glass, combine 2 ounces of gin, 1 ounce sweet vermouth, 1/4 ounce maraschino liqueur, 1 dash of Angostura bitters, and 1 dash of orange bitters. Add ice and stir until very cold. Strain into a coupe. Garnish with a lemon peel spritz and tuck onto the side.
And here is the Prison Break.
Ooh.
Really like that garnish. Would you like to give it a shot, my dear?
Yeah.
So we wanted to do a cocktail that sort of not only encapsulated like the ending of the film of him breaking out of prison, but also kind of the prison itself, because it's a character in the film.
What'd you say?
So this is actually one of the first cocktails we came up with, and that's probably why there's only a handful of ingredients in it, because you know, we were finding our way.
Fair enough.
Well, keeping it simple, but it's still a really complex drink. Again, we've got that gin in there, which causes some of those floral, more botanical notes. The Luxardo brings more of that out. It adds a little bit more of that bitterness in there,
It was very bitter.
which then kind of pulls through what the sweet vermouth is bringing in, which is a little bit of warmth, some fruitier notes. You kind of get a little bit of like raisin kind of flavor
Sure, yeah.
in there.
I don't think so.
And then that lemon spritz on top just freshens everything up and really brings those flavors up to the forefront.
Yeah, I guess.
So while you're our prisoners for a little bit longer, we'd like you to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell just to remind you to watch us every single week. We've got a new movie and 2 new cocktails ready for you.
Since we broke out of prison, we gotta go to Zihuatanejo. Here we come.
I'm gonna go pinch a loaf.
For Zihuatanejo, you're going to need white rum, fresh lime juice, blue curacao, barkeeper's cream of coconut, and a lime wheel for garnish.
In a shaker tin, we're gonna combine 2 ounces of white rum, 1 ounce of fresh lime juice, 1 ounce of barkeeper's cream of coconut. We're gonna add shaker ice, cover, and shake vigorously until chilled. Strain into a highball over crushed ice. Float a 1/2 ounce of blue curacao on top. And garnish with a lime wheel.
And here we have Zihuatanejo. You want to give it a go?
I think it's my turn.
We really wanted to pay homage to the ending scenes where Andy and Red escaped to Zihuatanejo, which was the hope for Andy this whole time.
And so we thought it would be a little more uplifting, something to look forward to, of something tropical, refreshing. You get, you know, with the coconut flavor and everything. It's really uplifting and at the same time not overpowering.
Did I say you were good?
This one is pretty low ABV-wise versus our Prison Break, which
Bring that in.
yeah, which has just a little bit higher ABV.
God's honest truth.
Yeah, I think that the flavors in here are refreshing, coconutty, yet bright from all that lime juice,
Yeah.
but not overpowering. It's not like too acidic.
Better get used to that idea.
So the fun thing about the Zihuatanejo also is that scene actually wasn't even originally in the movie. The movie was supposed to end with Red getting on the bus, and then you're just supposed to see him driving off, supposedly to meet Andy.
Where do you get this shit?
After the whole movie was filmed, they actually went out and filmed this scene, and I think it's really cool. I'm really glad we get to see them like meet up and embrace. It's just a really nice scene to kind of end the movie where the majority of it is pretty much in the prison. You saw it for the first time probably not too long ago. I'd say a year or so ago.
Yeah.
Now, how would you have felt if they would have just ended on the bus? Would you have been a little let down?
Without a doubt.
The most exciting thing happening in the prison is people were getting their tax returns done right.
Well, that's where I come in.
Yeah, I think I liked the fact that they ended on a happier note without quite as many questions.
Why'd you do it?
So while I really love the fact that it ended on Zihuatanejo, something that I found interesting is that I did some looking on the internet and found out that you can actually visit the Ohio State Reformatory, which is where Shawshank Redemption was filmed, and that's what it's mostly known for, but I can tell you that it also several music videos.
Marilyn Manson, Lil Wayne.
Yes.
And there was a Disturbed, maybe?
Disturbed. Yeah, there were a few. And a lot of paranormal activity type shows. National Geographic even shot something, so did the Discovery Channel, about it being like abandoned. They have 2 little houses that you can, I don't know if it's Airbnb, I can't remember, but you can just go to their website and you can even stay in these little houses. One of them is supposedly haunted as well. I thought that was super cool. I really want to go check it out, and hopefully maybe we'll do like film a video of us going and checking it out.
Let us know. What would you guys think? What if we did, now most of our videos are just sitting here in the comfort of our own home. What if we did like some sort of a vlog thing? Maybe we brought ingredients to like make these cocktails and we were drinking them on the property. I mean, I think that would be pretty cool.
That's why they've sent you to me.
The tree that Andy is telling Red to go like dig for the box is not somewhere far away. It's actually on the same grounds, and that tree got hit by lightning and it got knocked down, which made everybody sad. But they took all the bits and pieces that were left from the tree after it got knocked down and everything, and they made like little memorabilia things.
The artifacts and things.
Yeah.
Didn't you say they did like some
bunch
like
of
wooden rock hammers?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
They made a bunch of rock hammers and I don't know, like other little memorabilia things for it. It'd be kind of cool to get our hands on.
Waste of money, if you ask me.
So The Shawshank Redemption is an all-time classic film. I think it does help that it was also released in the same year as Forrest Gump and Pulp Fiction. Shawshank was even nominated for 7 Academy Awards. In most years, it probably would have been like a clean sweep, but when you're up against Pulp Fiction and Forrest Gump, it makes it a little tough.
Hell, I wouldn't even know where to begin.
So we would like to know from you, what other all-time classic films should we create cocktails for? There's, you know, some pretty good ones out there like Citizen Kane, Casablanca. We've already done Wizard of Oz, but there are some great ones out there. I don't know. Jan, do you have any that you think we should make some?
I'm looking forward to How to Train Your Dragon.
That'll be a good one.
Coco.
We'll discuss that.
Maybe Finding Nemo.
It's possible. So let us know down below. It's time to go.
Toy Story.
We're gonna cheers. Okay, I can be on board with that. All right, time to go. Cheers. See you next week.
Lights on!